Hey guys, welcome to Compose with Richard Schreiber. I was listening to an interview the other day with Matthew McConaughey, and he was talking about his book Green Lights, which I haven't read yet. But he mentions something about he kind of when he was younger, he wrote himself this kind of like, not the 10 Commandments type of thing, but kind of like 10 things he wants to have achieved in life. And one of the things he mentioned was about living your legacy now. And I thought, oh, that's a great thing to think. And it kind of ties in with something, a really great journaling question, which actually I've put in one of my books, is about imagine you're dead and people are at your funeral talking about you. What do you want them to say? Because that's your legacy, really, isn't it? It's all about what you plan to do with your life in the long term. You know, how do you want to be remembered and what do you want to achieve? And the idea of living your legacy now is really nice, because it stops it becoming like a thing I'm going to achieve in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. It's something that you can do today and every day. I think that's just beautiful. And you know, a lot of this stuff for me is huge. This mindset stuff, it's so important, and it's not focused on enough for musicians and composers. In fact, creatives in general, it's not focused on enough. Because I think when you're a creative person, you understand and feel such a broad range of emotions that it becomes overwhelming and difficult. So I think this mindset stuff is really important. And this living your legacy now is such a lovely way to think, okay, right, actually, like, what do I want to do and achieve with myself, but how can I achieve it now? How can I live that end of life version of myself now? And I don't mean like, you know, having incontinence problems and needing assistance to get out of bed. I mean, what is it that you think is important in your life? You know, is kindness and generosity important? Do you want to be remembered as being kind and generous? Then you need to act on that now. And you need to do that now. You know, you need to tithe, you need to do some service, you need to say kind things and act out kind things. What you say and do and think needs to be kind. You know, do you want to have done the most amazing body of compositions? In that case, you need to be working on your compositions today and every day. Because it's this compound thing with working on your days, and I'm going to talk about this a lot. You know, you're sort of designing your day is basically designing your life in micro, rather than it going the other way around, where you go, okay, what do I want from my life? Now let's go from my day. You kind of, oh wait, no, that's not right. Rather than going, what do I want from my day? Now let's push that to the rest of my life. You go, okay, what do I want from my life? What and how can I do that today, every day? You know, and this daily vlogging podcast thing is part of that for me. You know, as are my daily piano compositions, which are released on a separate podcast and also as albums. How can I live my legacy now? So grab a pen and paper, write that question at the top, and just write. It's really good to do this type of stuff. How can I live my legacy now? How can I do those things that I want to have achieved now? You want to be a successful composer? When you're a successful composer, you will be composing. So do that. You want to be known for your charitable work? Do that now. Whether you have money or time or not, you carve out the tiniest amount of time and money now, and then that will carry through. It's a wonderful thing, guys. Live your legacy now. Thank you, Mr. McConaughey.